Evening all, hope you've had a good start to the week. Just wanted to jump in and update you on calorie borrowing. It's something I mentioned last week, and a few of you dropped some likes onto the post, so I thought I'd do that video for you and just give you some information on what calorie borrowing is and how you can use it to help maintain your weight or lose weight if that's what you're looking to do. So the first thing that you need to say about calorie borrowing is that if you're counting calories or recording your calories to maintain weight or lose weight at the moment, this is a really useful tool. If you're not doing that, then I'll explain how you can do it afterwards without actually counting the calories. Hey Lee, hope you're well. So yes, calorie borrowing, what is it? So basically, if we buy into the principle that calories in versus calories out, and if you use more calories than you need, you'll lose weight, and if you consume more calories than you need, then you'll gain weight. If you don't buy into that, then you probably need to do a little bit of research on it. But if you do buy into that, which most of us should, then calorie borrowing is really useful for this. So I'm going to make the numbers really easy. So if I needed 2,000 calories a day to maintain my weight or to hit my weight loss goal, if I knew that I was having a big weekend, I had a party on Saturday or something like that, and I was probably likely to consume 3,000 calories that day, maybe a little bit more, what I would do in advance is I would borrow those calories from my meals and days earlier in the week. So again, if I need those 2,000 calories to maintain my weight or hit that weight loss target, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those extra 1,000 calories that I'll probably consume on the Saturday, and I'm going to take them throughout the 5 days beforehand. So for example, I might go down to 1,800 calories Monday to Friday, and I've created an extra 1,000 calories for myself that I can then enjoy without having to worry about it at the weekend. What happens if you go over those 3,000 calories? Well, if you're probably enjoying yourself, you might not be recording it anyway. But then you can always make up for that following. So again, you can go into that following week and you can create a little bit of a calorie deficit for you. One of the things to think about when we're doing this is if we are having a big night out where there's some alcohol involved, then it's quite a good chance that the following day that you're probably going to consume more calories than you would on a regular day. I know this is something that I do. If you're feeling a little bit jaded the next day, the food comes a bit more indulgent just to get you through the day. So then I might borrow some calories for later in the week in advance to do that. If you have a night out and you're not planning it and it just sort of happens, then you can borrow from the future. So you can go, right, well, I had these 1,000 calories extra, so I know for the next 5 days I need to reduce my calorie intake by 200 calories. So that's really simple maths there. You can see how you can use that calorie borrowing just to adjust throughout the course of the week in advance or after the event. Now, if you don't track your calories, then you don't need to worry about that. You just need to make some changes, some sensible changes to the food as you're going along. Again, you think in advance, right? I know I'm going out on Saturday night. I know I'm going to enjoy myself and I don't want to have to think about things. So you might make the portions smaller for your breakfast or your lunch or your dinner throughout the course of the week. You might decide to skip breakfast for a few days, as long as that doesn't impact the amount of food that you eat later on during the day. So you're just going to borrow those calories just by being mindful about what you're eating and actually thinking about the food that you're consuming with the weekend ahead. That way, when you get on the scales again and say on Monday morning, the weight should be the same as it was the week before. So it's a really simple principle, calorie borrowing. I use this almost every week, if I'm being honest. I'm a little bit more indulgent at the weekends, so I'm a little bit tighter through on my calories throughout the week. And like I say, I do that all the time. I have a conversation with people often that I'm always lighter on a Friday than I'm on a Monday. Those are the 2 days of the week that I weigh myself, just because I tend not to think about it and concentrate about it so hard at the weekend. I hope that bit of information on calorie borrowing helps and gives you a little bit of an insight how you can allow for weekends, for fun, for holidays, etc., without it impacting your weight loss or weight maintenance. Have a good evening. Take care.